out doing some food and gig delivery here. It is the night before Labor Day. It has been a really good day. I don't know how the supper is going to be, but it has been a good day so far. We've stayed really busy between Instacart and DoorDash, and we just grabbed a quick little, I don't know, it's like $11 for 3 Mile Grubhub. It's a pickup actually from 7-Eleven. We are on our way there now. This is actually the 7th day in a row I've taken a Grubhub order, which is definitely a new record for me. Every single day this week I've taken a Grubhub order. So good evening to all of you. My name is Craig. Welcome to A Side of Hustle. The goal of this channel is to move 10,000 people from stupidly broken to fully free in soul, heart, mind, strength, and wallet. So please, as you come on in, hit that like, hit that subscribe. So we're gonna grab this. 7-Eleven is just out to the right, unless we get something better from DoorDash, and we don't. That's $6.50 for 3 miles from Outback, which is actually where we were sitting. Is that Kaylee on? Good evening, Kaylee. So I'm hoping that this is just going to be ready, but you never kind of know with 7-Eleven. I would say about half the time it's sitting there ready, and the other half the time they have no clue that there was even an order made and you got to wait for them to do it. So anyway, this is going to put us roughly at $200 for the day so far. So let me mark as arrived. All right, it's a bunch of drinks and some paydays and Milky Ways. Wow, 12 bottles of soda and 4 candy bars. Nice, got a nice spark bump. Awesome. Hold on, I'll be right back with you guys. All right, they were actually ready. Oh, so heavy. This is a 12 20-ounce bottles of soda plus 4 candy bars that we just got. Good evening to all of you. Welcome to A Side of Hustle. Glad to be here. We are picking up this Grubhub order. It's like $11 for 4 miles. It's going to put us at roughly $200 total on the day. Let me do this before we get moving, though. I'm just going to end my DoorDash and we'll restart a fresh one when we get there. So you got $478 of back pay from Spark. Very nice, Kaylee. Congrats on that. So I'm sure we're all owed lots of money from all these apps that some of us will probably never see all of it, but that's what we got. DoorDash wants me to order Cheesecake Factory right now. All right, we're gonna get out of here, and this is going to like a community that's really easy to get into. No guards, no gates, none of that stuff. So that's the reason why I took it, even though it's not like a huge order. Trying to force myself to be a little bit less picky on these orders and just keep stacking money faster. So we're platinum on DoorDash right now. I'm gonna actually switch earbuds to the other one. And so anyway, I'm trying to just be a little bit less picky, trying to take anything that's decent and not be too greedy with everything. But yeah, nice $478 bump for you, Kaylee. That's really good stuff. So excited to be with you. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe. That way you'll be notified the next time we go live. We're going to be live for probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours on this, and then we're going to later on, we're going to switch and we're going to be following along Miami Hurricanes football. We're going to do a separate stream for that. Keeping an eye on the game while we're doing some deliveries. I'm hoping that it's going to be good for restaurant and food delivery, and especially since we are in Florida, hoping that there might be some Miami Hurricane watch parties, so maybe we'll get some extra wings and pizza and that sort of stuff going tonight. Grimace, how's it going? So we're only a mile and a half away. So there's a lot of clunkiness about the Grubhub app, but I would say the best part about Grubhub is 90% of the time it's just drop it off at the door, no meet the customers. Occasionally you do have where you got to fill in a code. I haven't seen if this one has that yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like. It looks like we just have to do the drop off photo. Hey, there we go. Gonna erase that. We don't need any of that stuff in here. Anyway, so we're out here doing food delivery. This is going to bring us about 200 on the day. I did about 77, I believe, is the Instacart number for the day. That was highlighted by one big $50 order that I nabbed, and then we'll be at about it's right around 100, I guess, total on DoorDash, and then another 38, I think, through Upside Cashback. So that's what we've got going on here. So we're going to do a quick little drop off of this order, and then we'll turn DoorDash back on. We're mainly out here hunting the big, large catering orders. I would love to just knock out $100 over the next 4 hours between 5 and 9. That would be my ideal, get to 300 for the day. We did get to 300 yesterday. That was the first time in a long time. Need a haircut. I'll have to get one soon. Alright, so here, we are already turning into the community. We'll turn the camera around and show you guys some scenery a little bit later when we're not close to customer houses. Is Instacart better than other services? Everything, it's so hard to answer those questions directly. I'm right, but thank you for the question. I would say everything is market dependent, and so it kind of just depends on what you have around you, which services, which stores are on which apps. I would say overall, though, my two favorite apps to use right now are Instacart and DoorDash in my market. With the newest update with Uber Eats, that's kind of ruined that app. I am going to try to work my way up, but I paused that thing. I'm just running Uber Eats all the time. Like, I've had Uber Eats running for the last 40 minutes and haven't had a single order come to me. But I do feel like the DoorDash program and the Instacart programs are the best ones for unlocking higher paying offers. You know, if you told me I had to find a $100 offer today, I would say my best chance to find a $100 offer, or even a $50 offer, my best chance is probably on Instacart. And I did. I had a $50 Instacart today. And if you told me I had to find a $30 offer or multiple $30 offers in a single day, I would say my best chance is probably DoorDash. So, but again, everything is going to kind of be market dependent. So I would recommend you sign up for as many apps as you can think of to sign up for. Try them out and give them an actual run for their money and see which ones just really connect well with you. Oh, I'm pretty sure I know exactly which house this is going to, or which apartment. It's like an apartment complex. Yep. I have delivered to this customer before. So this is going to be really, really quick drop off right here. Our 20 ounce piles. Oh, that's so heavy. All right, hold up. I'll be right back with you. we're gonna turn DoorDash back on right away here, and we're still running everything else in the background. Let's see. We'll say 6:30. So I've only been running about hour to hour and a half long DoorDash blocks. I've been seeing better orders. And if I get like 2 good orders in a row, most of the time I've just been like sitting doing nothing. I think she's waiting for me to leave, but her door is already partway open. Yep. She was waiting for me to leave to go pick up her stuff. So, delivered to her multiple times, and she's very, very quiet lady. It's been a while though. Been a while since I delivered to her. All right, so we're gonna head right back down to where we were because that's just what my gut says. I always like to think when we get to these, it's not like crazy hot today because it's been cloudy, but I'm sure it's 90 degrees out. We're down in Southwest Florida, so it's like right now it's just been, there were some rain showers and sprinkles around throughout the day, but so it's not as hot as it's been other days. Like it's actually like the air conditioning is able to keep up today, just because it's been cloudy enough. Toon, how's it going? Hope you are doing well tonight. So we've got DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, Grubhub on. We're primarily looking for large catering orders on DoorDash. We're at like 100, I don't know what it is. It's like 195, between 195 and 200 total on the day is our earnings so far. So we're gonna go see what we can find. I would really love to do. Oh, we just had an eBay sale. What did we sell on eBay? Oh, we had a counter offer. Hold on, not a sale. It's a counter offer on eBay. You know what? It's a good deal for them, and it's another sale for me. So we're gonna take, it's $40 on a shirt. So a lot of people have been interested in it. So we just sold a $40 shirt on eBay. We're working on a full store revitalization as well. I have not. I'm sorry, Toon. But you're the real Toon. So $12 for 10 miles on DoorDash. That comes from Outback. So anyway, my theory and my philosophy when it comes to like holidays like Memorial Day and 4th of July, hang out at the food that people might want to eat, but they don't actually want to do the work to do. So in other words, lots of people like to cook out and grill out and stuff. This is Namba Ramen. It is a large catering, but it's 13 for 10 and a bad drop off. We're going to decline that. So just because we're hunting for large catering orders doesn't mean we're going to take all of them, because some of them will not be good because of the relative, either the drop off location or the tip or different things like that. We're stuck here at a red light. Want to get going. But I have now officially delivered, it may be even longer than that, but every single day this week we did at least one Grubhub order. And I can tell you why. It's because I've been scheduling. See better orders when we schedule. High paying offer, $4 for 2 miles. That's not high paying. Oh, silly DoorDash. Your colors and your mind games don't work on me anymore. I'm right. So today I started at 8:30. That's a really, they need returns. That's kind of a convoluted order and lots of driving, so we're gonna pass on that. I don't know what that is. So today I did like 8:30 to 3:30. So what is that? That was 7 hours. I did like 185 in those 7 hours. Then I went home for a little bit, picked up a couple things from the store for the family, went home, had supper, and then restarted again here at like whenever we restarted. What was it? 5:10, 5:15. So we tried, the channel goal is to average $25 an hour. That doesn't always happen, but that is the goal. And this weekend we've been pretty close to hitting it. Midnight! Have you heard? Bird is the word. Bird is the word. Is that where you're going with that one, Midnight? Oh yeah, you are! I thought that's where you were going with it. How's it going, Midnight? Of course, the only problem is now I can only hear that in Peter Griffin's voice. Like, I don't even know what the original sounds like in my head anymore. Mau mau. Mau mau. Alright, so we're going to go to where I think the type of food people like to order, which is just kind of guesswork. Now, there is Miami Hurricanes football, and we are in Florida. So I do think there's a better than average chance for like pizza and wings types of orders. However, that being said, I hate Wingstop, so I don't really camp out at Wingstop because they're horribly slow. But I think I'm going to just play the the grill out route. Oh, well, never mind. We're going to take a Papa John's. It's $6.25 plus for 1 mile, so we're going to take that. We're right by Papa John's. So anyway, there's the pizza. It's just a single pizza. It's probably a $7 order, but we're going to take the plus. I did not serve in the military, I'm right. Alright, so we are on, I can't do a U-turn here legally. I don't even know if I could pull a U-turn. It's kind of tight. There needs to be one more lane. They need to add the lane, actually. Push everything back and cut into CVS's parking lot. Stealing doormats again? Always. You know what I thought? This is kind of like a crazy thought. I have not done this, would not do this. But since you mentioned doormats, how's it going, BC? I just thought, like, how many people have left? That's a triple Instacart for 25 for 16 units. That's not bad, but it's alcohol, and it might be multiple alcohol deliveries. I like to be higher than that. I was like, you know, I've heard stories of people like they leave like tip money under doormats. I wonder, do you think people leave tip money under doormats? Like, do you think that's a thing? Like, or if you picked up 100 doormats, how many doormats do you think would have money hiding under them from either? Not that you could assume it's yours either, right? So I'm not suggesting. That's just kind of curiosity. Like, if you picked up 100 doormats when you're out doing deliveries, do you think that there'd be money under any of them that was like designed to be like a tip money at some point in time? I'm just curious. I've kind of always wondered. I don't peek under doormats though. I have had a couple of times where they've told me, hey, we left an envelope or we left some money. Once or twice that's happened, but yeah, exactly. Right. That's what I've had, Midnight. But I just wonder how many times that, like, they did that and they told a driver about it and the driver forgot about it, and there's just still money sitting under someone's doormat. Like, do you think, I don't know, do you guys think that there is random money sitting under people's doormats? Like, do you think that that's actually a thing from, like, forgotten tips? Because by now, I mean, obviously there's always people I deliver to for the first time, but you can see, like, Instacart even tells you, like, hey, this is their, I've had people who, like, this is their 930th Instacart order. Like, my goodness. You've ordered more on Instacart than I've delivered on Instacart. It's so crazy to me. But, you know, most of the people that you're delivering to, it's not the first time using these services at this point in time. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago you could say that, but by now most everybody, it's like, I'm sure a lot of people at one point in time or another left an extra cash tip. You know, even if they don't do it regularly, they had really good service, or they were just really in a tight pinch and they made it work. I just wonder if you've just picked up every single doormat, and again, I am not advising you to do this, but I just wonder if you did that, would you find cash under doormats on a regular basis? Well, exactly. Sometimes they send it via a message as well. So, but right, it could be for the next driver, not for you too. All right, so we just arrived at Papa. This is a single pizza here. Oh wait, there's something new. What does it say new? Oh, that's nothing new. That's the same way they've been doing it forever. All right, Marking everything as arrived. Ugh. I'm taking our picture. You're driving midnight. This is like another really close order, so trying to throw a little love the DoorDash algorithm way. Of course, you kind of just have to take every plus on DoorDash, even when you know like it's probably just going to be a $5 tip. Like this is almost certainly $7. Let's see. They want me to go that way. That's probably the best way. All right, so yeah, we got 1 mile to go for this quick little drop off from Papa John's. Like I said, there is college football tonight, which is weird on a Sunday. Next week, it's a whole new ball game, literally. NFL football starts next weekend, so I'm expecting Sunday's going to be hopping. It's going to be like a lot. People are going to be just chomping at the bit. I think there's going to be good orders. I think there'll be good Instacart next Sunday morning as well, even next Saturday. People are doing parties that way, and then there's going to be lots of your pizza and other deliveries and stuff like that. And what's great about NFL is it's like an all-day thing. It doesn't just end, like it's not just a 2-hour event or a 3-hour event. It's like a non-stop event. So we're expecting, this is like $6.25 plus or whatever, we're expecting this to be $7. 160 in 4 hours, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I want to do that at some point. Go Like I could get over to Miami, Coral Gables for a game like that, or I could get up to Gainesville for like the Florida Gators. I could get to either of those places. It'd be really fun to just deliver that, like in a college town on game day. Even if it was an area I wasn't familiar with, I think that could be a lot of fun. But we still get enough residual stuff. So like I've been seeing people. I actually forgot. I went home and I forgot to grab my Hurricanes hat. I meant to wear it. We are going to stream the Hurricanes game, not like the actual game, but I'll be commenting on it while I'm delivering it. But there's lots of people in town who have been wearing Miami Hurricanes gear and stuff today, so people will be watching, and especially since it's the first one. It's a big game too for Miami. Like we don't like Notre Dame, and so I remember going back to the '80s. Miami Notre Dame games were just like they were a big deal. The Catholics versus the convicts. So, but yeah, I've never been in a sports town on game day to deliver, but I would imagine it's got to be really cool. But we get a little bit of the sprinkler effect because of it here. All right, so we're already at our drop off. I just got to figure out which number this is. Okay, it's this one here. Like no place to park. All right, I'll be right back with you. Super quick delivery, which we like that. So it's 2 super fast ones, not big ones, but fast. We'll take it. Yep, we got our 7. That's exactly what it was. Tornado Garden, how's it going? You got a new car. 4 to midnight, sweet spot. Well, I suppose you were driving, right? Yeah, so that's another thing. I still haven't done that yet, but gotta get everybody where they needed to go. So is it like after the game? I mean, obviously some of it's before the game, but when's the busiest? Like post game? All right, so we have done, ironically, our first pickup was from 7-Eleven, and we've done a 7 and 11. So we've done $18 so far in the first half an hour, 2 short little trips. But they're both, we had to wait a minute or two at Papa John's. But we're going to just kind of keep working our way back, I think, towards Outback. Let's see, maybe this way. I don't even know how to get out of here. I know the general direction I need to head. Before and after, yeah, because I would imagine there's a little downtime during the game. But do you do food delivery, Tornado? I can't remember. Because I would think you could at least fill in the middle time there with DoorDash and other people who aren't at the game, DoorDash and food and stuff. Do people tip well around game time? How do I get out of this place? So we'll see. 5:30 is most nights is when it's been kicking in here. So let's see if we kind of get back to that again. I think we're just going to keep going back towards Outback for now. I think it's a nice centralized location in town. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub are all on Outback. So let's give that a shot. We're going to go right back there. Large catering order, $8 for 4 miles from Comoon. Comoon steals your tips. That's why there's no tip on there. Because Comoon steals your tips. I documented that in another video. So that customer probably put a nice tip on it, and Comoon took it. The first time I ever took a large catering order with no tip on it was that one, and I documented the whole thing because they were like, we left you, we took good care of you, and and this is why I don't ever turn on Uber Eats. $12 for 26 miles for your Chipotle. I will eat your Chipotle long before I get it 26 miles to you. Just gonna tell you that. And maybe there's a hidden tip on there, possibly. Right? There's a chance there could be a hidden tip on it. There's 0% chance that your burrito is going to be anything other than lukewarm at best. $15 for 13 miles on DoorDash with a bad drop-off. We're going to decline that. Fair enough. Fair enough, Tornado. No, I mean, that's definitely one of the perks of driving people around. Is you're not really ever having to go hunt for them. You know, you're told where to go, and you go there. You don't have to be like, "Where's your front door? Why aren't there any lights on anywhere?" All right, that guy paid for the shirt. There's a Roback shirt. It's my favorite brand. I took a little less. I took an offer for 40. Because, what did I have it listed? I had it listed at 55, but it's just size medium. It's a cool shirt. Papa John steals tips there. So it was a cool shirt. If it was large or extra large, I think I would have held out a little bit longer. But that one just sold. So again, the whole goal here is we're trying to build up the eBay store as we're doing all this too. And as I've been sharing in my eBay videos, I have not had an issue with finding good stuff. I've had an issue with selling stuff fast enough. And so like I need to be moving things faster. I'm probably in that shirt like $12 max. I pay up for Roback a little bit. So like $12 max. All right, here we go. We're gonna go California Pizza Kitchen here. $6.25 plus for 2.3 miles. It's probably another $7 offer, but that's okay. Throwing DoorDash a bone. Let's see, how much stuff is on here? 2 kids mac and cheese, chicken tequila fettuccine, and tostada pizza. Yeah, that's probably a $7 offer, but we're taking it. Yeah, the first time, so our Papa John's are good, and I have a good relationship. In fact, I can go into a Papa John's on like a DoorDash, and if it was sent by them, like it was sent by Papa John's and not by DoorDash, they'll actually tell me what the exact tip is. And every single time I've asked them, and it's shown me. Now, I don't know, maybe they still can manipulate that number, but I feel like they're pretty open with me at our Papa John's. But I have heard that about other Papa John's in other locations. So, but Comoon is one that if it comes through their restaurant, they take up the whole tip. They just take the whole thing. Which I think is absolutely scummy thing to do. I mean, I would imagine that if you could figure out how to litigate it, it's illegal. In the very least, it's a deceptive customer practice. If your customers knew that, then see. But here's the problem: if the customers knew that, then they would go to Cash App, and they go to Cash App, it's still not going to look like a good order anyway. So, anyway, that is the third. I've been telling you guys in the eBay videos. I've been trying to increase the sales velocity of shirts. And that is the third shirt that I have sold today. So that is the first time since we're doing this list 3 and sell 3 a day that I've actually sold 3 shirts in a single day. So that is exciting, and it goes with what I had mentioned in my previous video, which was I think I need to turn offers on. And that offer came in. That was a $40 offer that came in on a $55 shirt. So we took that. The previous one, they accepted one of my offers, and then somebody else I accepted. So yeah, they were all 3 shirt sales were offer related. And I think in a market where it's highly competitive like clothing, not having offers available was killing my sales. Even with all the sales and markdowns and coupons I was running, people still want to feel like they get one over on you. And the best way to let someone get something over on you is to have offers available. And if they offer anything that's close to the range that you want, just take it, move it, and then you win over a nice, happy customer. So that's on top of our other sales here too. So in the last, it's a little more than 48 hours now, but in the last 2+ days, we've sold 13 items on eBay, listed 6, which is exactly what we're trying to do. Well, that's right. So Tornado, that's kind of how they do it here. Like, I was in there the other day, and they're open and honest with me. Like, so they're not doing it in a, that's why I feel like they're not being deceptive about it, particularly as far as I know. But but some nights they don't even have a driver at our Papa John's. So that's part of the thing. So some nights there is no driver, so then everything gets outsourced. Or if the driver's not there, they're still going to send it out. If the driver's doing a delivery and they won't. But like the other day, there's a driver there and he's like, I'm ready to go. And they're like, we're actually not going to give you this order because the next one's even better. So we're gonna send this one out. And I was standing there and it took 15 seconds. I timed it. It took 15 seconds from when they sent it to DoorDash till it hit my phone, because I was literally in the Papa John's for an order for somebody else. So I was kind of impressed with that turnaround, but it also meant that they are kind of in charge of when exactly they send out the ones. And now again, that's only the orders that are made through Papa John's, not the DoorDash and the Uber Eats and the Grubhub orders. All right, hang tight 1 second. Is it okay if I pull up for a quick Cheesecake Factory pickup? Thank you so much. Our valets here are always really super kind, but I always ask. I never assume. Unless there's no one here. If there's no one here, then I don't do that. All right, hopefully everything is ready. Usually this California Pizza Kitchen is good. Gotta take that picture. Picture of the receipt. All right, confirm. Directions. Oh, this is almost exactly back to where we dropped off the pizza before. All right, well, we got it. Let's see if we can get this done within the hour. If we do, it's at least a $25 hour. This is like $6 plus, which I think is going to be $7 as well. So we got an 11, a 7, and a 7. If I'm mathing correctly, that's 25. So, not exactly what we were hoping to get, but at least we're staying busy and not sitting around doing nothing, and maybe our good order is coming next. Let's see, can I get there that way? I can. I think I'd rather get there that way. What's Grubhub sending us? $4 for 4 miles? Yeah, that's too low. I'm gonna pass on that one. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. We're doing this California Pizza Kitchen, $6 plus for whatever, 2 miles. We got 1.4 miles to go. So, whatever it was to actually get there. And we've just been all hovering. I don't think we've had one delivery more than like 3 miles. It's all just staying right in this little zone. We're actually going to turn right by the 7-Eleven that we picked up from for our first order, and we dropped off by our second order. So, I mean, and then after that, we're just going to go right back, hang out by Outback, I think. This is our hub right now. It's been working pretty well. So yeah, anyway, we have sold 3 shirts today. So we're trying to list 3, sell 3 every day, and it actually worked today. Now, obviously, we have got to do this over a much longer, more sustainable period of time, and they weren't all high profit. Only one of them was a high profit shirt. One was really old and probably just like got my money back out of it. The other one we made a few bucks on. But we also sold some other stuff too. So that's the benefit. It's like, okay, yeah, we didn't make a ton of money off of shirts today, but we'll probably, I would say we made $25 off of shirts, but then we also sold some other things that were laying around the house. So add an extra $50 profit, and you can never underestimate the fact that you free up the capital that you would put into them. So sometimes just freeing up the capital and being able to move it into something newer, better, or just having the ability to move it into something different if you wish to, should the opportunity arise, like that really can be helpful with everything. So, and none of this interrupts what I'm doing here. So it doesn't stop me from doing food and gig delivery while I'm slowly building an eBay business on the side. Now, of course, I wish I could be doing more of that, but that only can grow at the speed that it grows. And in the in-between time, you kind of almost have to you just gotta let it grow, right? You can't tell a baby that it has to grow up. It takes time to grow. And eBay is my baby right now, eBaby. And I gotta just give it time to let it grow. I'm gonna say there's a chance this order here is more than 7. It was a pretty big bag of food. It is 3 kids. I think it could be 7. I think it could be 12. I would say it's gonna be in that range. I think it's more likely than not that it's 7, but it wouldn't be shocking if it turned out to be like 12. Is this the right one? And again, the benefit is we're just staying right in the same spot over and over and over again. is $6.75. And they recorded it as a late delivery because we were waiting at the restaurant. And so that technically drops us down to gold. Now, last night when this happened, I was able to just appeal it right away. And they got me right back. They got me right back to platinum. But I don't know. I don't trust DoorDash as far as I can throw them. There's also lightning and thunder rolling in, which is kind of a good sign. That sometimes helps. So technically, at this exact moment, we are at the gold level. So what we're gonna have to do here is we're gonna pause. I'm gonna just park at this 7-Eleven really quick because I gotta get this figured out. See if we can appeal this, or see if we're actually stuck in gold for the next 100 deliveries, which is definitely the negative of this whole acceptance-based rate way of playing things. And so as long as everything is perfect, you don't have, your acceptance rate doesn't matter. But if something drops one bit, and you know, I always document all the stuff, so we'll see. All right, we're gonna appeal this and we'll find out if we're gonna be platinum or gold. Fun stuff. So they still have not, they really haven't fixed all of this stuff. On time, California Pizza Kitchen dispute. I documented my wait time at the store and reported it to the app. Period. I delivered straight to the customer as soon as the order was received. All right, they're going to exclude it. All right, we're back to platinum again. Now, that's all automated. There's not a person manually reviewing any of this stuff. But if you didn't know about appealing, then you wouldn't know. And I don't know, I have 10 late orders excluded now. Sometimes they just do a friendly little thing that pops up. And all right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to stick with what we've been doing here, which is once we deliver 2 orders, we end the dash, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to dash right away for 1 hour till 7 o'clock. And then the other thing I'm still doing, because you can't trust anything here, I'm still scheduling out, so that way in case one of these appeals or whatever doesn't work and I'm stuck at gold, I need to make sure I can keep delivering next week. And then I've got my plan B to get back to platinum is I'll just run on earn by time and just get the acceptance rate back up. 12 for 5 large catering from California Pizza Kitchen, but they were already slow. That's not a crazy good order, and it's not a great drop off. So we're going to decline that. Even though it is $2 a mile, we're going to decline that one for now. So yeah, so I'm still scheduling out everything, which actually I don't think that's a bad thing anyway, because you want to keep other people off who are not platinum dashers. You want less people driving. If every platinum dasher scheduled everything, there'd just be a lot less drivers on the road. So I got to do Friday and Saturdays because I don't have those scheduled out yet. So we're going to do that while we wait. I have like chunks that I take. I do 7 to 8 a.m. I do 8:30 to 10 a.m. I do 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Now again, when you're platinum, you can dash any time, so it doesn't matter. But these are the chunks that I want to have if I'm not platinum. So it's weird. It's like these are my delivery chunks if I'm not platinum. And so anyway, 10:30 to 1:30, and then I do 2 to 4:30 p.m. Even though I would never usually finish that 4:30 shift. And then I do 5 to 9 because I don't want to be timed out and not be able to dash for like a half an hour in the middle of supper. So doing only 1 hour at a time is because I'm platinum, because I can dash now anytime. And then I do 9:30 till like 1:30 a.m. or 2 a.m. Again, I rarely ever make it past. A lot of times I don't even do that 9:30 shift. But I want to have it available in case I need it. And that's what this is. To me, scheduling is insurance. It means that no matter what, for the next week, I have dashes that I can do. Vitalik, how's it going? I'm just scheduling out my dashes in case anything is to happen. doing next Saturday. So I usually do it every day or every other day, but and then we're gonna see if we get something else. Otherwise, we might head a little bit north. The Miami Hurricanes game starts at 7:30, I believe. So we're getting really close to the time that people are gonna start ordering food ahead of time if they're getting ready to watch the game. To 4:30, 5 to 9. I should just put this. I should probably just make a video about this someday. Be easy enough to do. And then 9:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Because a lot of times it's hard to get those shifts at that point in time. Return to Dash. I'm gonna do another large can. See, this is the issue that's been happening recently. Is there's a lot of people who just aren't tipping well on these large orders anymore. That's a bad drop off. $14 for 6 miles. Slow restaurant, bad drop off. That's got all the makings of. That's the type of order that I might have taken. I mean, honestly, Bree, at this point in time, I prefer to not have to meet the customer. 90% of my frustrations at drop-off have to come when I have to meet the customer. But yeah, if it is a meet the customer, I want them to be outside. I mean, preferably, selfishly, walking up to the door. So I can just roll down the window and hand it to them. That's kind of the ideal. All right, let's do this. I don't know what DoorDash is thinking, if it thinks I'm gold or platinum, so we're going to end that dash, and we're going to reboot, basically just clear the memory. You know what I'm going to do? I like doing this too sometimes if I haven't done it, and if orders aren't coming in to the same level that I expect, I like going in and updating the app just to make sure. And especially since we just went from platinum to gold back to platinum. So I'm going to do that. I try to be. I didn't start that way. I learned, but I also learned that it was the best way to be profitable, and it was really the best way to be functional in life is to do it. So I've really improved my social skills, and I mean, I really work hard to maintain 100% customer satisfaction. I have it on DoorDash is 100%. I have 2 4 stars on Instacart right now, and the rest are 5 stars. They all $14 for 7 miles. So that's 3 catering orders in a row from slow restaurants where the tip is not more than $10, and they're just not the big ones. Now, some of you guys might say I'm being too picky, and it is certainly possible, but I'm looking at the drop-off location, I'm looking at the speed of the restaurant, and they're just not lining up to be worthwhile, because these larger orders end up coming with longer delays usually, which then risks, who knows how many times they're going to forgive me for being late even when it's not my fault. I don't know how many times they're going to do that. So yeah, the only way I would ever order off a DoorDash, or only reason I ever ordered off a DoorDash, is because I was given a gift card for it. DoorDash is such a ripoff in my mind. Like, even with 30% off, you're still paying more. I would use DoorDash occasionally if you could get to break even. Like, with the 30% off, you're paying the same as if you went to pick it up in the store. But even with a 30% off, first of all, it's on a limited amount, like $50 or less. And you just, their fees are so high. Like, even before the tip, a lot of times with 30% off, it's still not break even on just going to get it myself. So yeah, I have the coupon, but I've never used it. I wish Instacart's the one that I think is actually worthwhile. If you, because we use Instacart as a family, even when we're on a tight budget. Because with Instacart and with knowing if there's an issue with something, you don't actually have to physically return to the store. We're gonna head north, by the way. We just keep getting large catering orders that aren't really great right over here, so we're gonna head north. I've declined 3 in a row, which is so crazy. But they were all for like $2 a mile or less, and going to bad drop-off location. So we're gonna see if we can find something in the north end of town. It's a little bit better. Move our bubble just a little bit. We're gonna be live here till about 7 o'clock. And then I'll take a little break, and then we'll be back live at 7:30 talking Miami Hurricanes football while doing delivery. But I forgot my hat and my jersey at home, which is one of the reasons I actually went home, but I forgot it. Yeah, the other side of things too is I wish DoorDash did more partnerships with these restaurants. Like, not just through the DoorDash, but also just through the restaurants themselves. Like, if you complete, I know they have a punch card for some McDonald's. Whereas like you complete so many orders, they'll give you a like free drink or something like that, or free meal. I've seen some people do that, but yeah, but that's honestly not my biggest thing. If I could have them collectively do something, there should be a sticker, barcode sticker, and where you could just go into any gated community with your DoorDash barcode sticker. Like, there's zero reason that they can't. They have all the negotiating power. They could go to any HOA or any property management company and say, look, if you want our drivers delivering to your people who want our services, you need to provide our drivers direct access into the gates and into the main gates, into any gate, into the resident gate. Like, anyway, they have the flex and the power that they could absolutely do that. For sure, you know, get whatever sort of code like UPS and all these other drivers have. I would easily affix some sort of little barcode sticker so I could just go through any and every gate without having to wait and talk to gate guards and stuff like that. That would be, if I could fix one thing about all these apps, it would be that I would just have automatic access as a delivery driver into these gated communities. Yeah, with Instacart, so for example, let's say and it's maybe not every store, but so the Instacart markup is about 10%, roughly. That's the price markup. Now, there are some fees and stuff, but if you get the Instacart Plus, here we go, another catering order that's just not worth it. So again, I always try to emphasize this, just because we're hunting large catering orders doesn't mean they're worth it. So that's a horrible drop-off. So that's 38 miles. You're not going to get a single delivery until you get all the way back here. So I don't know what, yeah, that's totally just not worth it at all. Even if you could get an order right away, it still wouldn't be worth it at 20 for 19. So big orders out there, but not good tippers so far tonight. I would rather do these quick little $7 1 mile orders than 20 for 19. This is not even close. We got 3 of them done in an hour, and they were all like 3 miles or less. And I made 25 that hour. So I have temporarily given up on my pursuit of getting to gold on Uber Eats, so I'm just running it. Doesn't matter. We're sitting in the middle of a red zone. Yeah, I mean it's so far away. I mean, I don't know how many items were in that order, to know, but people are definitely tipping less. I would say it is I see so many $2 tips on Instacart now. You used to like every once in a while see a $2 tip on Instacart. Now they're all, I mean, so many of them are $2. And I mean, I would say it used to be every large order, and this is $2 base pay, so it was customers' tips. Oh, there's some ibises here. I like ibises. Try to zoom in for you guys. Let's see what this DoorDash is. There we go. This is what we're looking for. $14.25 plus on the large catering order. And it's pizza and wings. There are little ibis. Sorry, it's not letting me zoom in that much. They're just munching away. Supper time. Alright, we gotta go though. Oh, I guess I can. Where am I going? Alright. Oh, I know where this one is. My son had a pizza party here for his baseball season a couple of years ago, so I know where we're going. I'll let you guys look at the foliage. I love the little ibises, which is actually the mascot of the Miami Hurricanes. Seems appropriate for tonight. I think they're called. I think those are ibises. There's herons, but herons are bigger. They're cute. I like them. Usually they're in a lot bigger group than that. Seeing only 2 of them is pretty rare. All right, so this is a $14.25 plus. The drop off here is not great, but again, I'm guaranteed $2 a mile with a chance of more. And this is what we were saying. This was like the chance of pizza and wings with football. Oh, this could be good, guys. 40 wings, 8 mozzarella sticks, and 2 pizzas. Oh, 2 mozzarella sticks. So 2 orders of 20 wings. Oh, and french fries. Oh yeah. Yeah. This could be good, guys. This could take care of our hour. This could definitely be in the 25 plus. Yes, I saw that Grassi gets to stream that. I actually have a new video. I don't know when I'm gonna make it. I gotta make it this week. I do have a new Grassi tangent video. It's gonna be how to make money while watching football if you're not Tom Grassi. So I've been building it in my mind. I've been building the whole video in my head. And ChatGPT has kind of worked on the script, but I'm still like working on the intro in my head. I got to get it done this week, and I'm gonna give like a nod, like, okay, because I think a lot of people see Grassi making money while doing football, and really, yeah, I know. Midnight. This is like my dream order here. So like, I'm all about money, but I'm gonna tell you what, if this order gets canceled, I'm not gonna be shedding a tear. Unless I don't get the order in my hands first. This would be a perfect time to get locked outside of somebody's gated community. But no, I mean, a lot of people watch Tom Grassi making money while doing football and stuff, and so it's like, I think people don't realize, like, yeah, there's ways that you can do things that you like to do and still make money in the process. So yep, I can tell right now I need to work on getting back in shape. I'm pretty sure I've been sip cupped here. Too much sugar, so I need to cut back here. Sip cup's almost over. I was in the store today. They have BOGO on beef broth. I'm like, that actually looks really good. It's probably about time to do a beef broth cleanse. So we're going to Il Primo Pizza and Wings. We finally got a large catering order that has a plus by it. So this is $14 plus for like 6-7 miles. About 3 of those miles, 2 to 3 of those miles, getting to the store. Next 4 will be drop off. So it's not a great drop off, but it's not anywhere near as far as some of those other ones. Oh no, I'm no, you weren't saying that about me, but I'm just saying this is reality. But it's because my sugar intake is too high. It's because what do I have here? I got, oh, you can't see because the camera's the other way. I got lemonade and I got ginger ale. No, you're good. I wasn't thinking you were saying that. I'm just giving you my honest reflections on myself. But right now we're just like, I'm running on fumes right now for this week. I was out all day Friday. You know, not saying no breaks, but you know, 1 or 2 hour break every day, basically late afternoon. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm gonna be out all day tomorrow. So, but gotta have money to pay rent. So we're putting in the work. We are putting in the work. I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, well, I don't know, like, honestly, the only time I'm really, like, moving is when I'm Instacart shopping. You end up sitting, I just end up sitting so much. I should probably, like, actually get up and move when I'm waiting for orders instead of sitting in the car. That would be helpful. I could get more steps in that way. But it has everything to do with just the pure amount of sugar that I'm consuming right now, and I know that, so. Get through this light. Il Primo. I think that's just kind of like a little regional chain. How's it going, Yigger? Oh yeah, all's going well. We are on a large catering order right now, $14 plus for 7 miles. 2 orders of mozzarella sticks, 2 orders of 20 wings, 2 pizzas and French fries. It is the ultimate footballer delight right now, because this is if I could picture like when I expect to deliver for football, this is the order I expect to deliver. And so Miami Hurricanes are playing here in just over an hour. And yeah, this is the first sign that it's about to get busier on these gig delivery apps in my mind. When football season starts, I think back to school helps Instacart just a little bit. DoorDash and Uber Eats. Football season starts, and then you get to the holidays, and then, you know, November, December, January is just, even into February, just make that dough. Just make that money. Alright, I'm going to pull up here in just a second. We're going to throw our flashers on, but I'm going to turn off the car. I'll be right back with you guys. Yeah, I don't like doing the school shopping part though, like that shopping school supplies on Instacart. Like, I skipped all of that. I just want to shop for food. Alright, I'll be back. right, we got it. We got it. Hold on, I'm gonna try to start the car so I don't time you guys out. Receipt. Turn off camera. Take receipt photo. Alright, we got it picked up. Let's figure out where. I know where we're going, but we'll figure out exactly how to get there. Let's go to airport. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's get on the road. People are hungry. Let's get them their food. All right, well, I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. So this is a $14 plus. We only have 3.5 miles to go. So it was like 6, 7 miles. 6, 7, as the kids say nowadays. 6, 7. So we're gonna drop that off. We'll see if we can get one more delivery after this on this stream, and then we'll be back live for the Miami Hurricanes and food delivery stream. It's coming up at 7:30. Yeah, so I got the pizzas. So I looked at the weight of the mozzarella sticks and all that other stuff seemed a little too heavy. I didn't want to crush the box onto the pizza. So I put the 2 pizzas are in my pizza bag in the back seat, and the rest of the food, I just run a catering bag in the front seat now. I don't know if you guys can kind of see that there. So the red bag in the back seat, that's the pizzas, so they're nice and flat back there, and then the other food is in the catering bag in the front seat. So I just run. I've changed a lot. Like I used to bring a bag in everywhere. I don't carry the DoorDash bag or the Grubhub bag or any of those anymore. I carry my catering bag, and I need to get, this one's falling apart. This is the deliver that one. So I need to get a couple of good solid catering bags. I might get Rubbermaid brand. It's the same brand as my pizza bag, and that's held up amazingly well. It's $11 for 14 mile on Grubhub. We're gonna pass on that. It almost worked because it was a few miles less than that. I agree. I like, you gotta shake it up, but I like that garlic sauce from Papa John's. Sometimes ranch too. Like last night I was dipping, my wife made pizza for everybody yesterday, so when I got home last night I had pizza, and I was just, I guess it was blue cheese that we had, but I wanted something to dip in the crust, so we didn't have extra marinara sauce or anything like that, so I went with the blue cheese. But yeah, you could, the garlic, I think the garlic sauce is the best. If I'm dipping in marinara, then I would want it to be like cheese, like stuffed crust pizza or something. All right, we are 1.5 miles out from our delivery here. sour cream. I don't think I've done sour. We do sour cream for a lot, but I don't think I've done that on a pizza. Interesting. Supper time was spaghetti. Spaghetti with meat sauce. So, and we did Parmesan, basil, oregano on top. All right, we need a big number here, guys. We need a 25er, 25 plus. I mean, everything feels like it could be. It's a good tipping area that we're going to. It's a really big order. I mean, if you figure each of the extra large and large, call them like 18 and 22s, that's 40 in pizza. Mozzarella sticks, they're probably 15 a piece. That's another 30, so that's 70 French fries. I mean, this is, yeah, it's probably like a $120 offer. Come on. We need it at least a 22, right? At least a $20 tip on this one. That's what we're gunning for. We'll make like sriracha mayo at home. So take like mayo and sriracha, mix it. So I bet you that's like similar concept of hot sauce and sour cream. The heat with the cool. Of course, I like my buffalo wings with blue cheese. I'm like a traditionalist. Yeah, so mozzarella sticks I want marinara sauce. But cheese curds I want ranch. Which is kind of funny, because they're not that different, but they are. They're a little different. Stuck at a red light. Stuck at a red light. We're probably going next. There we go. Almost anticipated it perfectly. Alright, so we're like a mile out. We just got to zigzag through some neighborhoods. Fingers crossed. 22 plus, that's what we're gunning for here. Dollar peak pay. Hey, every dollar you get is one less dollar you have to get. Zigzag through the back roads. It's an address I've been to before. So I was saying this, I think last night, you know, I use Waze for most of my navigation, and so we're sketchy. Sorry about that. Well, you know the deal if I lose. Zigzag, zigzag through the back roads. Can't zigzag too fast because there's a police officer in front of us. Okay. So I'm going to zigzag at 25. Hey, maybe it's him. Food to the police officer. I'm not going to show you too much. It's kind of cool back here, though. Yeah, like the canopy of all the trees. Those trees are on both sides of the road. Didn't even register my speed. Haha, yeah. I ain't getting pulled over. I'm not getting pulled over. Zigzag, zigzag. 2 pizzas, 2 orders of mozzarella sticks. Well, there's 2 of something else. What else do we have 2 of? And French fries. Anyway, bunch of food. Let's see what we get here. Oh, I know this house now. Now that I'm back here, now I know which one it is. They have kids, teenage boys. You know, I don't know most of my customers by name. very few do I actually know the names off the top of my head. But it is funny, you do get to learn stuff. There's the police officer there. That's where he stopped. But you do, it is kind of weird. You learn like, oh yeah, this is the house, they have teenage boys, or they have whatever. They got young kids in the house. There's someone I deliver to almost every week. Almost every week I delivered. And she's got a baby stroller right outside the door. Wow, there's a lot of vehicles parked here. There is a party going on down here. It's like almost all pickup trucks too. Make sure I get the right one. It's this one here. Wow, there's like, yeah, massive parties. Yeah, hopefully. They may be ordered from somewhere else too, but maybe they'll order again. I'll go right back. All right, it already came down, but it was $17.25, $15 hit, $2.25 base pay. All right, so that means we need one more good order here in the next 15 minutes. Get us back-to-back $25 hours. Apparently, I made some kid mess up at pickleball in the neighbor's house because like I got out of the car, I was like, "It's not fair. I was looking at him." Like, don't waste your time looking at me. Don't waste your time looking at me. All right. Let's get through all the zigzags of this neighborhood. Get out of here. So, looking for one more good order here. Hopefully quickly. It'll get us to $50 total for the stream. We're going to take a break right around 7 o'clock, maybe a little after, depending on what's going on delivery-wise. Oh, now there's a second sheriff here. There's something going on. I don't know what, but something's going on back here. Oh, here comes the third sheriff coming this way. Wow. I don't know. Don't know what's up. They're not coming with lights on. So I don't know. It was by the community pool, so hopefully everybody's okay. It's a super quiet neighborhood back here. Like, it's gonna take us about 3 or 4 miles to get back to like decent restaurants, but we'll be near good stuff as soon as we get out of here. I'll show you, these are the trees again. Now that we're kind of far enough away from the customer's house. whoever designed that did a really good job. I love the roads where it's kind of like a natural canopy that they built over it. There are some like random storm clouds and thunder around, but I'm not seeing. I'm gonna check radar again. I like to drive into the rain if I can. Usually you get less drivers and better orders in the rain here. Heat doesn't seem to do much of anything, but rain. Looks like it's raining. Yeah, that's pretty far south though. That's even south of Magic Dumpster. So there's not really consistent rain anywhere. There is a batch coming. That's a couple hours away still, if it even makes it this far. Well, just for funsies, we'll turn Uber back on. Uber, what have you done to yourself? So we're going to try to get one more order. I don't know if we'll deliver it or whatever, but if we can get another order in the next 10 minutes, at least you know, and then there's that one little sketchy internet zone. It's like 20 feet where they're at, where I don't have internet. It's kind of funny. $5 for 8 miles on Uber. I just don't understand how Uber has so many horrible tippers. It's so bad. I've given up on trying to get back to gold for right now. I'm not gonna even worry about it. And I figured I made a decision today because, like, you know what, right now I'm not running Uber at all, so I have 0 chance of seeing a good order. If I run it, I have a 1% chance. So it's like I can only fix. I'm maybe not only, but I'm choosing to only worry about one particular platform at a time in terms of fixing. Oh wow, I don't love it, but we're gonna take it. So this is a $9.25 plus for Wendy's. It's not a large catering order. The drop-off's not great, but $47 miles. Yeesh. So I don't. Yeah, we're gonna take this because it's gonna it'll get us to the 25 and the. What's in this that they're tipping so? Raven's Blood Frosty Chocolate? What world? What in the satanic sacrifice is Wendy's serving? Raven's Blood Frosty Chocolate. That just sounds gross. That must be tied to some movie or something. Anybody know what a Raven's Blood Frosty is? Sounds like something you shouldn't eat. Is it Halloween related? Is that what it is? It's got to be tied to a movie of something, right? What are they? Is that tied to like Harry Potter? Oh, Wednesday from the Addams Family. Still sounds gross. Sounds gross. All right, so it's a Frosty. A meal of misfortune, Cobb salad, French fries, junior bacon cheeseburger. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, here's the deal. Since I have no idea how long I'm going to be stuck in there anyway, because it says it's not supposed to be ready for another 7 minutes, I think we're going to call this stream here. And as opposed to just having you guys wait out here. And then we'll be back live on or around 7:30 for Miami Hurricanes football talk while we do food delivery. It's been a long time since I've had a Frosty. I'll say that. It's not out of line. Not that I don't like them. It's just not near the top of what I would pick if I'm going to get a sweet treat. Frosty's cool. If you're going to give me one, I'll eat a Frosty. All right. So anyway, I think we're gonna cut this one for now. I'll be back at 7:30. We'll talk Miami Hurricanes football while doing food delivery, at least as long as that lasts. I have no idea. Hopefully it'll be good all night. But all right. So Appreciate everybody. Here, let me turn it around so I can actually look in the camera. Thank you all for hanging out. $9 for 8 miles on Grubhub. I'm going to take a little clear my head break, and I'll see you guys back on or around 7:30. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night, everybody.